Before the sun had a name, before the sky had a word for blue, there was only sound. In a small village, long before written history, an old teacher sat under a great tree with children gathered around him. One boy asked, "Where do we even begin if we want to learn everything?" The teacher smiled and picked up a stick. He drew one letter in the sand. A. "This," he said, "is the first sound your mouth ever learns to make. Before you say your own name, it comes first." He explained that every language, every word, every story the children would ever tell, all of it stood on top of this one letter. Without A, there is no alphabet. Without alphabet, there is no word. Without word, there is no wisdom passed down at all. Then the teacher looked up at the sky and asked a second question. "Now tell me, what comes first in the world itself? Before the mountains, before the rivers, before your grandparents' grandparents?" The children didn't know. "The same idea," he said. "Just as A begins every letter, something greater begins the world itself. Everything you will ever build, ever learn, ever become, rests on a beginning greater than yourself." One girl in the group frowned. "But teacher, we don't see this beginning. We only see rivers and trees and people." The old man nodded, expecting this. "You don't see the root of a tree either," he said, pointing above them. "But everything you see hanging from these branches came from something unseen, buried first in the ground." He told them a small story. Long ago, a group of builders wanted to construct a great hall without laying a foundation first. They were in a hurry, eager to see walls rise quickly. Elders warned them, but they built anyway. The walls looked strong for a while. Rains came. The hall collapsed because nothing solid held it from below. "So, it is with everything," the teacher said. "A house needs a foundation. A word needs its first letter. A life needs its first understanding that something greater than us set all of this in motion. Skip that respect, and everything you build on top of it will eventually shake." The children sat quietly, turning the idea over. The boy who first asked the question finally spoke again. "So, when we begin anything, a lesson, a journey, a friendship, we should remember it doesn't start with us." "Exactly," the teacher said. "It starts with what came before us, and that awareness is the true first step of learning." The sun was beginning to set behind the trees, the sky turning the color of old fire. The teacher stood, brushed the sand from his hands, and said one last thing before the children ran home. "Remember this, all your life, no matter how far your learning takes you, through science, through art, through every language you ever speak, you begin exactly where the alphabet begins. With something first, with something greater, start there, and everything after will stand steady." And that is why, even today, when a child opens a school book for the very first time, they are taught to trace the letter A before anything else, a quiet echo of a lesson 2,000 years old. This is an ancient proverb passed down through generations. A is its first of letters every speech maintains. The primal deity is first through all the world's domains.